Siren, where all my gems at? Y'all already know when y'all see me with that background, your girl is live. So I did do a live tonight, okay? So if you haven't, go check that out. What you waiting on, okay? Make sure y'all check out the lives because I give a lot of dating advice. For those of you who don't know, I am a mother of 4 that I gave birth to, but a mother of 7 altogether. Okay. And I have been with my husband for 25 plus years. Okay. And I feel like I give the best dating advice from a single perspective all the way up to a married perspective. So if you are looking for, some good dating advice, go check it out, y'all. Those lives are really bomb. I've been getting so much, great feedback on those lives. Like people are like, Siren, tell me more. And I'm just like, love makes things happen. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing some things for my my upcoming seminar. So I have my upcoming seminar, which is April the 6th. Right now, I have some people who are saying that they are unable to travel. So when they're unable to travel, what I do is a virtual link. Okay, I'm going to put up a picture up in here so y'all can see where I have the computer. So I take a picture, we take a picture of the class, and then you see me holding a computer. That's because we have people on there who are there virtually. They do not like to miss these seminars, okay? People really love my seminars, and I'm thinking about coming up on another venture that I'm not going to tell y'all about yet, but I think you guys will be excited to hear about this new venture that I'm incorporating. So yeah, y'all. I got to finalize the location. I got to do just a little bit more promoting because we at least want to get a full house if we can, because I don't want to pay all that money for the room and I don't get a full house. If I don't get a full house, then I'm just going to do it virtually because when I pay for the rooms, like the rooms that I use, the conference rooms, them rooms be costing me anywhere from $500 to $1,000. That's just for the room, okay? To use the room. So yeah, I want to make sure that we're going to have a full house so that I can get the room. Otherwise, I may just do it virtually. So I'm trying to see. I'm going to give it to the end of this week, and then that'll determine, what it is that we do. So, anywho, yeah, let me go ahead and get my Patreon knocked out the way. I'm not cooking tomorrow. I think me and Bae just gonna do a salad tomorrow. I've been doing carbs, I ain't gonna lie, for like 3 days. Y'all saw when I went to Kiki's, honey, and had them damn pancakes. The day before I had pigeon peas and rice. Then I had pancakes, and then today I had macaroni and cheese. So these next 3 days, I'm gonna have to do juice and salads. No carbs, like 3 days back to back, no carbs. Okay. I'm still 206. I haven't lost a pound. Okay. I don't know what to say. Okay. Your girl 206. What? So anywho, I'm gonna deal with that on another day. So yeah. I'm just under the assumption maybe it's my thyroid, or maybe it's just hormonal. It can just be age where, my metabolism is slowing down. But the thing about it is that, we've been juicing and detoxing and doing a parasitic clean. I don't want to get into that because that's kind of nasty. But oh my God. Oh my God. Now my stomach happened on flat. You know what I'm saying? And my arms are shrinking too, because I'm doing a little bit of workout in my back. Okay. When I do my arms, I'm noticing that I'm getting a lot of muscle in my back. My back feel like not muscle, but my back is tight. Feel like I'm carrying a book bag all day. So your girl gonna be looking real nice and slim this summer, okay? But so I'm just trying to figure out what it is I could do to get some of these pounds down. Well, when I did weigh myself, I was fully clothed, okay? So that was with clothes on. I probably am about 204, I would say. Honestly, because I was fully clothed, like shoes and everything on. So I'm probably like 204. Maybe I did lose a couple of pounds because I do feel a little bit smaller when I put on certain clothes. You know what I'm saying? I could tell with certain clothes how they fit. if I've gained weight or if I've lost weight. So my clothes are not as tight as they used to be. So I'm under the assumption that I may have lost about a good 2 pounds, and not that I'm doing anything strenuous. Like I said, y'all, I'm just, the way that I'm eating, I'm still on that once a day. I do need to work on my snacking. Okay. And then, like I said, I might have to do like 1 day of carb and then 2 days of like a salad and then a juice. I'm going to see if I can incorporate it like that. Like 1 day of carb, Monday a carb, Tuesday a salad, Wednesday a juice, Thursday a carb, Friday a salad, Saturday a juice. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if I do it that way, I don't know. But your girl love to eat. Y'all know I love a good meal, honey. It's so hard. I'd be like, oh, Lord. Your girl love a meal. I ain't gonna lie. So I gotta figure something out. But anywho, let me get over here to my Patreon family, because those are the ones who pay to hear this voice. Okay? So I'm gonna see y'all in a little bit. Peace out, y'all. Happy rising, my gems. Shout out to y'all. Y'all, this spring again. Okay, like I don't know what to do with myself. Y'all, look at outside. Like, it's 7:30. Why is it still pitch black? You know what I'm saying? Usually, I be like getting ready to go to the gym. I don't know how I feel about this spring, y'all. It's crazy. I'm like, why is it pitch black? Why is it pitch black outside? And I gotta go to the gym because I got to get back in the move of things. Y'all know I'm fresh off of company being in town. They gone. It's been like a day, maybe 2. And yeah, I'm ready to get back into the groove of things. I got to get this weight down. Y'all, I know it sounds crazy, but y'all probably don't know because I haven't taken the time to talk to y'all about it. But I'm no longer doing the class, okay? One or both of the other 2 teachers that was there decided to file a complaint on your girl Siren and stated that I guess I made them feel uncomfortable with maybe the fact of my teaching style, because when I go in there, I want to motivate people. Y'all know that's what I do. They were not content, allegedly. They were not or may not have been content with the fact that I gave the women gifts, okay, to reward them. I recognized them for Valentine's Day. And at the end, y'all saw when I gave them a gift card, and I also invited 2 of the young ladies who I felt went above and beyond in the class to guest appear on the podcast that the company, that the organization have. And they were not content with that neither. I guess the podcast is maybe a hoax. It's just something for marketing is what I'm under the assumption of what the lady was saying. Like, it's literally just for marketing. But the podcast is where they go and they talk about their healing journey and their story going from maybe homeless to now in a home and things of that nature. So I was like, well, I'm going to see what I can do to get 2 of the young ladies who wanted to do a podcast on the podcast to kind of tell their story and, their participation in the program and how it is helping them or whatever. So they were like, no, so I'm like, oh, I didn't know that these women were not welcome to be on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Why not? I don't understand it. But from what I receive, is strictly for marketing. So we both agreed that we're not in alignment. I didn't speak back with the other teachers or anything. We had like a original group chat and everything. And, I didn't speak back with them. I didn't feel the need to. So we just decided that, our missions are not in alignment with each other. If ever I'm put in a situation, where I'm there to help, assist, and motivate, that's what I expect to do. I expect to assist. I expect to uplift. I expect to encourage. I expect to motivate. That's what old Siren does. I'm not going in there and putting these women to sleep. It was almost giving like old folks home where it's like, oh, let's play bingo today. Oh, today let's color. I'm like, what are y'all doing, y'all? Let's wake these women up. They already in a shelter, and it's more like, let's color. Let's see what we can do to keep them busy. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to uplifting and enlightening them and educating them. You know, nothing against the organization. I will not mention the name. Nothing against the organization. But the truth of the matter is we are not in alignment. Old Siren is not about coming in there, putting nobody to sleep. I don't put people to sleep. I wake people up. So anywho, I'm back in the bed just for a little bit. I'm going to let it lighten up, wait till it get a little lighter. And then I'm going to head over to the gym. But, yeah, you know, I'm not really upset. I'm not upset at all because y'all know it was 50 million reasons as to why I didn't want to, you know, it was just too far. It was too far. And like I said, if I can't motivate people, I don't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? If I can't elevate people, I don't want to be there. I'm not there to keep people asleep or to keep people, you know, just vibrating. No, you know, I'm not into that. The only thing I was disappointed about, like I said, is that neither of them, they didn't come talk to me. You know, you could have pulled me to the side. You could have had a conversation with me. That way you could have got a better understanding. Instead, they went and like reported me to like the director of the volunteer program. You know what I'm saying? The lady who I initially spoke with, interviewed with, and they had to do a background check and everything. It's not like you just walk up in there and volunteer. Like, they got to make sure you legit. They got to make sure you're not crazy and all this stuff. And, you know, that's why I'm like, that's weird that, you know, people would cast judgment. And these people are supposed to be a part of a ministry, yet they cast judgment. You know, that's why I'm like, it's just the craziest thing. Now, honestly, I blame myself because I did not do my research. I failed, okay, in doing my research because after the 4 weeks, I went to the orientation. Y'all saw when I went to the orientation. And the first thing that came up was our mission is to heal homelessness through Christ. So I already knew right then and there. I said, oh my God, this is a religion. Honestly, I can't distinguish a religion from a cult. I can't. Okay, a cult and religion to me gives off the same vibe. Okay, I ain't even gonna lie, it does. And, you know, because it's like you got to read our books. You got to believe. You got to do everything. You know what I'm saying? It's just very controlling, manipulative, and things of that nature. So this is why I don't partake in that. You know, I'm okay with it. And I love God. And I got my relationship with God. And I'm good with that. You know, but I don't have to be a part of a group, you know, to be in contact with God and experience God and, you know, live in my life purpose and all of that stuff. But anywho, I love a good church sermon. I ain't gonna lie. I love a good old church sermon. Yes, I do. But I do come across a lot of false prophets. You know what I'm saying? I understand that it's both. And when I saw that this was like some sort of a ministry, I don't know what type of a ministry, but when I saw that, oh, okay. So I already knew at that point it was gonna, you know what I'm saying? I knew at that point right then and there. And so it's just crazy how God just kicked in. Like, yeah, I knew already this was finna be over. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's not too many churches that you go around. Like, when you're a part of that church, they don't even want you going to another church. Like, you got to be with us. You with us. You know, if they find out you going to another church, child, Lord, they'll do you how they did Jesus probably. You know, so, and like I said, for those of you who know and don't know, I am not a religious person. I'm a spiritual person. Okay. I'm a very spiritual person. I'm not a religious person. I don't, you know, belong to any type of religion or cult. Okay. I have a very beautiful, loving, relationship with God. I'm grateful for my connection with God. I just don't need anybody manipulating my connection with God. I prefer to keep that private and have my own, you know, connection with God as opposed to somebody saying, you know, you got to do it this way or you got to do it that way. I was involved in religion for a while. I was involved. My father is a pastor. I'm a preacher's daughter. Okay. Very early in life, I was going to church and I had questions for the Bible. I had questions for the story they was telling us, you know, starting with the fact that Eve ate the apple. Adam has the apple in his throat. So why do we say Eve ate the apple if Adam got the apple in his throat? It's Adam's apple, not Eve. You know, so I was, hold up. Why we say Eve ate the apple if it's in Adam's throat? Isn't that evidence that Adam was... Why is it not in Eve's throat? Why is it not in a woman's throat? And to make us believe and program us that we were punished with a menstrual cycle, as punishment, and that it's so bad. And, that's like a form of punishment. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with a lot of stuff, but there are some things that I do agree with. In the Bible, it speaks of a lot of spell. It casts spells upon generations. I'm like, wait, you just said I kill you and I cast a spell of sickness upon you in 4 generations. A lot of things in the Bible I don't agree with. Casting spells. I'm like, do y'all know what y'all reading up in there? But there are some things in the Bible that I do agree with, that I do like. That's why I say I'm not a religious person. I'm a spiritual person. I take what I like and I leave what I don't. You know what I'm saying? But I don't cast judgment on somebody who's doing that I don't. Like these, women cast judgment upon me like, oh, she's a healer. She's considered a medium or a psychic. Maybe in the Bible it speaks against that. But it also speaks against unmarital sex. So I'm like, how you could judge me? Now, I'm a married woman, been with my husband over 20 years, okay? I know the good Lord looks down on our little bed session and be like, let me bless that, So I'm just like, what if I look down on y'all unmarried, okay, not married, out here going at it? What if I judge y'all and be like, oh, I don't feel comfortable around you because you're having unmarital sex repeatedly? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, that's crazy. That's very crazy. So that's the thing about, religion that I don't really agree with, is that I welcome any and everybody, y'all. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care, what your life is like. Like, it does not matter. I cast no judgment upon you. You could be somebody that do the most heinous of things. That is for God to judge. That's not my position to judge you or to ban you or to bar you. You know what I'm saying? If it's not for me to be around you, God is going to determine who you're going to be around, who you're not going to be around. I don't be like, oh, I'm not going to be around. What I do is I work on myself. I work on my frequency, right? That's my purpose, is working and healing myself. And wherever that energy leads me, I trust that I'm supposed to be there. So if I'm working on myself and I'm around somebody who, maybe does some heinous things according to us, because God judges nobody. God does not see no good, no bad. You know what I'm saying? And I try my best to get as close to God as I possibly can, and I just be like, I don't judge people or I don't criticize people. I understand some people vibrate to some crazy things, and all I do is work on my frequency. But if ever I'm around somebody, what I would do is to be like, why am I around this person? I try to look at the energy or the reason or the cause, the cause and effect. Okay, why am I around somebody who makes me feel uncomfortable? I'm not going to be like, you make me feel uncomfortable, get away from me. You know what I'm saying? I look at the life lesson behind everything that I experience. I don't judge. I don't criticize. I don't look down on people. I don't shun people. If I had a church, anybody's welcome. Okay? I don't care what you did. Any and everybody is welcome. Period. Okay? Deal with the good Lord. This is the door to the Lord. Okay, get in here and y'all figure that out. That's how we gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all, this was just a very important lesson for me. I'm grateful for it. I'm definitely continuously looking into the message behind it. And maybe it was for me to bring it to y'all. Like I said, this is Simply Siren. I bring y'all in on everything. Like I'm in a bonnet in my bed, okay? I bring y'all down to the basics because so many people see the glitz and the glamour side of me. And I'm like, it's not always like this. People see that side and they get inspired by that. So I'm like, maybe it was for me to bring this experience before y'all. Maybe some of y'all going through, positions or situations or experiences in life. Maybe when it comes to your family. I know a lot of people who I work with consider themselves the black sheep, either of their family, their friend group, their employment, wherever it is. But what I want to say to you is be who the you are. The black sheep is the most sincere and honest person, because they're not trying to follow a trend. They're not trying to follow the crowd. They're not fake and phony. They're going to be exactly who they are, whether you like it or not. Okay? I embrace every door God walks me through, and I embrace every door God closes. Okay? Each and every one of them. And a lot of people, like I said, that watches me, a lot of you are the black sheep. You feel like you don't stand in with everybody else. You feel like it's something different about you, but they try to make you feel bad, like, oh, something wrong with you, or you can't hang with us, or you can't sit with us. Chat, bye. Okay? Be who you are. Don't let nobody make you feel bad about who you are, how you are. Whatever is different about you, understand that that is a gift. That is a blessing. God gave that to you. And a lot of people will be jealous of that because they don't have it. Okay. They wondering how you got it. You know what I'm saying? And you just have to stay true to who you are. You got to honestly love yourself, love God. Long as you know that you doing that, everything else that come along with it, just take that with a grain of salt and eat you a good snack afterwards. Okay? Let me get out of here, y'all. I done been chapping it up. I'm waiting on this daylight to come, honey. It's spring now. The hours done changed, honey. It's going to be by 9 o'clock by the time that dang on sun peek out over here, I guess. But I'm going to definitely get my little arse up in that gym whenever it is that it come. So, and let me call Baker's. Baker's supposed to be here, I think. I don't know. I got to see what time he's getting off as well. So, let me get up and beautify my little self for the gym chair. Put on my little gym clothes. That way at least I'll be ready. I done cleaned the kitchen yesterday. I hope it ain't dirty again. I don't know. I gotta go down there and see. But yeah, y'all. One to grow on. Hey my gents. So it's late night. Well, it's not late. Child probably ain't back 7 o'clock. Okay. But I just put my new product, not new one, the one I just made, in my hair. I did the front so far, as y'all can see. I like to put my hair in twists because in braids pull it. You know, braids pull a little bit too much. So I don't like to braid my hair and lock it down, because I used to do my hair in like 2 braids a lot. So I stopped doing that. But now I'm just doing the twist, as y'all can see. So yeah, I got the front done. And then I'm going to do the back. Oh, why is this not? So this is the front, okay? And then I'm going to do the back. I'm just going to do the back like probably straight. I wish I could just do it straight down, but I'm not going to. Yeah. I'm going to just do them in a little twist like I normally do, because like I say, I like my hair to be able to breathe. I like it to be able to move. And when it's not up under the, you know, the wigs, you know, I could let it flow. And then I might take them down, you know what I'm saying? Once they like dry out a little bit, I might take them down and just wear my hair out curly. Because remember I told y'all I saw that girl at the pizza place and her hair was all spiral and stuff. So when I took my hair down recently, mine was looking better than hers. I was like, look at this. So I don't know. I might just leave them twisted up like this, y'all. And then like, you know, take them down. So you see I'm doing a twist a little smaller. And then take them down and then just wear my hair like, you know, out and stuff. It's spring, so right before summer, it should be safe to do it. But yeah, so new product alert. Not new product. Yeah, I keep saying new product, but this is my new batch that I done put on my hair. So y'all, it's really like filling out my hair. Y'all look at the ends. Look at that. Okay, the ends of my hair. Look at them curls, honey. Y'all see that definition? I know y'all see it. I know y'all see it, okay? That's healthy hair right there. That's all that matters, is that your hair is healthy. So anywho, I just want to show y'all this. I ain't finished, but I'm going to finish it up. And I'm going to get ready for bed. Because I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow, but I got to plan something for us. See y'all soon. All right, so I'm done. I am done, y'all. I am done. Look at that. We're done. Look at that, baby. Okay, so I put, y'all know I have this right here. So, but I still have some left, so I have to find another jar to put that in. So I put that in there. And of course, y'all know I use my Miss Jackie, okay? Aunt Jackie. Okay, this is the Don't Shrink Flaxseed Elongating Curling Gel. I told you I also put this twist cream on there by Tropical Roots. And I also use this one here, this curl cream by Talia Wajid. Okay, this is what it looks like. So it holds up pretty well. Okay, and y'all know after a little bit of shrinkage, once my hair eat this up, you know, it's gonna dry up a little bit. I also seal it with this. Remember I showed y'all this is a collagen coating spray. So I just take this and seal it. Okay, sealing all that moisture. Period. That's it. Now I'm gonna put my black cap on it, the plastic cap, and then I'm gonna put my bonnet on top of that. So that's just gonna let it soak in while I'm sleeping. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna lock in that that moisture in the hair, right? And tomorrow, what I do is I wear this out. I just let my hair like air dry. You know what I'm saying? And then once it air dried, that's when I could put my caps on and then my wigs on. But you see, right up in here, I'm working on this because I really felt this where the wig comb go, y'all see? And I know it's probably just me being extra, but I'm be like, it's giving me cowlicks. You see that? I'm like, it's not enough right there. So I'm working on that. So what I stopped doing was putting the comb part of my wig on. I actually cut them off. I cut them off. Yes, I did. I was like, you know what? I don't need the cowlicks. Okay. So yeah, y'all take care of your hair. I always tell y'all, take care of your hair up under the wig. And I'm telling y'all, this is Siren. I'm about this life. I don't just get on here and do for the gram, okay? I'm really about this life, and I want y'all to be about this life as well. Take care of your hair. This is your antennas. This is how you receive that intuition. This is how you receive messages. This is how you take in knowledge as you learn it. This is connected to your memory. This is connected to your thoughts, okay? These are your antennas. So you want them to be strong. You want them to be healthy. You want them to be beautiful, okay? One to grow on. I look for today, just a white top. Okay, I think this came from American Eagle. I don't know. Okay, these jeans are American Eagle. And then I have on my brown hat, as y'all can see, and my Converse, y'all. Okay, these are Converse. So cute. Let me see if I can show them to y'all. Do I? Okay, period Converse, y'all. So I was real comfy today. I just put my food on. Y'all look how big I done got, yes. Even though these pants here are a size 6, honey. I think they're a 6 or 8. They might be a 6 or 8, I don't know. But they used to fit big and bulky. Now they're fitting tight. Last time I went to the gym, I was still 206. I was like 205.2. So I had lost just a little bit, but y'all, okay, my birthday about to come up. I'm finna get down just a little bit for my birthday, at least 10 pounds, cause well, it probably got to be 15, cause that's like what I gained. I wasn't 200 nothing. So yeah, I'm finna work on that. But anywho, this is my look for today, y'all. Going out, running errands. I had so much I had to do with Bae with these errands, and I'm done. I'm finna kick back, eat me a little junk, because you know company is in town, so I gotta eat like they in town. After I eat my food, I got a little bit of junk. Just a little bit, ain't gonna do a lot. And then that's that. So y'all, periods. Hey my gems, and happy whatever day of the week it is for you. I'm looking at this dang on filter. This thing look cray. I don't really like it. Make me look ashy. Very ashy. But anywho, hey y'all, I'm on my way to Target. I have to pick up a iPad. My daughter purchased the iPad. So of course, when you're making large transactions like that, you want to use a app that gives a cash back bonus. So that's why we ordered it, for me to go pick it up. I could have had it delivered, but I think it would have been delivered like tomorrow or something. Like, I don't know. I just said, let me just go pick it up because I'm always in that area. I'm not on my way to the gym because company is in town. It's been a minute since I picked y'all up. I pick y'all up here and there. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been focusing more on the business, and everything that I'm doing over there as far as rebranding and making changes and stuff. So that has been kind of keeping me like in the house and focused and all of that stuff. So that's why y'all haven't seen your girl. But hey, y'all, miss y'all. Oh my God. How have you guys been? I'm at the gas station. Okay. With Bay. There he go right there. So, and then I don't know, I cooked yesterday. I didn't show y'all, which I forgot to show y'all. I was going to show y'all, but I completely forgot, to show y'all. So, oh, thank you, babe. Yes, I forgot to show y'all. Yesterday, I baked the rabbit with some rice and some vegetables. Y'all, it was so good. It tastes just like chicken. I ain't gonna lie. It was so good. I baked it for a while though. I baked it for like 5.5 hours, maybe even 6. Okay. Because I put it on at like 12 and I let it cook high for probably like about a good 1.5 hours. And then I slow cooked it in the oven for like about a good 4 hours, 3.5 hours, something like that. Because I didn't eat until like, I think 6. So yeah. It was so good. Bae was like, and even my daughter, she was like, Mommy, oh my gosh, she was like, it's good, you know. So I like it baked. So of course I'm gonna go and get some more rabbits. Okay, it was so good, y'all. I'm gonna see if I could get a picture of Bae plate because he has a leftover plate. I made him a plate for today for leftovers, which I might eat that, but child, once you give it to Bae, you better not take that. Child, that's grounds for divorce, honey. That's grounds for divorce. So anywho, yeah, it's like why is he in the camera? Get out my camera, Lord Jesus. Yeah, so I had to get Bae out my dang on thing, y'all. Okay, but yeah, it was really, really, really good. Right now, y'all know we getting ready to move. Okay, so I'm focused on that as well. We're gonna get ready to start traveling to go to different locations to see where it is exactly that we want to move. We're gonna be going to 5 states so far. We're gonna go up and then we're gonna work our way back down. So we're gonna go to the furthest and then we're gonna work our way back down to where we gonna, go. So we got some travel, vlogs that'll be coming up. I'm merging towards using my camera, my vlogging camera. So I used to record at my other phone. I'm all the way down to maybe like 1 vlog left that I probably got on that phone worth of footage. And then I'm done with recording on that phone. I've been recording on this phone. And then I'm going to be moving off of this phone to using my vlogging camera. So just lots of different choices. And then I have to get me I don't know if I want a MacBook or if I want an iPad. I'm not sure. So I could go live and all of that. So I'm going to be looking for both, and seeing which one I'm going to end up getting so I could do my lives and stuff. So look like Bae done putting the gas in the truck. All right, let us go and I'm going to see y'all on the other side. Hey, my gems. We are in public. Oh, we actually in Target. Let me see, because this light is crazy out there. It hasn't even... Oh, this door opening slow. Look. All right, we in Target, so... I like this cup. This cup. Y'all know I like these little tumblers. This is cute. Let me get this. How much is it? They be tripping me out with these prices. $22. So anyway, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna come in here and pick up her iPad, and then I'm gonna be heading back home. Basically, I can have that plate of food. How you doing? I'm gonna purchase this. Yeah.
That's gonna be it. That's it for you?
Yes. All right, let me go. She should be ready. Hey.
There she is.
Okay, you can put her down. Okay. I got ice cream.
Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. She's so sweet.
Yeah, she is.
You can tell there are things she doesn't like, but she's so sweet about it.
You like her hair? Why you look at me? You too pretty to look mean. Say hi, Jims. Want to say hi to the Jims? Hi, Jims. My name is Juicy, and my birthday is next week. Period. Hot mess city. Okay, like, why did they go up on the price? Her grooming for them to come to the house went from $75 to $90 to now it's $105. It was $75 when I first started getting her done, which was last year. I have the picture of the truck in my phone that I saw, and I was like, oh, I'm going to call to see if I can get them to come to the house. That was just last year. I just started working with them last year. It went from $75 to $105. We're not talking tip. We're talking the fee to get her groomed. Started out at $75. Then it went to $90. Now, I think this is her first or second grooming in 2025. I think this is her second, well, technically. See, y'all be in two different dimensions, okay? But anywho, according to January and people who celebrate the new year then, 2025 then, this will be her second grooming. But it'll be her first in what I consider the new year. I was like, okay, I went out there with my little $100 because it's $90 and I used to give them a $10 tip. And I went out there, she was like, oh, it's $105. I'm like, that's just the fee. Like, that's not it. I haven't been using them for a full year yet. It's been probably 10 months. And it went from $75 to $105 base. Okay. I tell you. Anywho. Let me go on up in here and finish watching me some Simply Siren.